Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Capricorn, to this reading for you. This will be from the 1st of December until the 31st of December of 2020, which is a month period. And after that, we will check your New Year energy for 2021. Now, over here, Capricorn, what I'm getting right away, guys, is you're going through a little bit of difficult period at this point um, in the month of December. And I say this because astrologically, you got the eighth house or endings and beginnings. This is like in the tarot deck, this is the Nine of Sword energy. Now, typically, the tarot deck, the Nine of Sword means a lot of pain, lot of guilt, shame, panic attack, sleepless nights. Some of you could be even finding it difficult to sleep well at this point in time. Something is keeping you awake. You are going through a lot of mental, energetic vibrations, I would say. But astrologically, this is also the card where your mental state of mind will have all kinds of, you know, very dark and ghostly kind of feelings where you will not be able to like really make sense out of the entire thing. Like what's going on? And this is going to happen, Capricorn. It's because you guys are getting into the period of great transformation. Okay, now for you individually, whatever that period is that is, this is coming up, and whatever um, the questions you have or the situations you have is troubling you, it might seem to you like a matter of life and death. It's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Um, because you may be evaluating your life's choices, and at the same time, the need for change in you is also a big part of the story. Okay, but what they are telling you astrologically is you need to clear this mental state of mind. Otherwise, this change will not happen and you will not be able to move forward. So, there is a certain change that must be completed before you can move forward. And this adjustment that you're going through at this point may feel uncomfortable and may not be an easy one for you, Capricorn. Okay? Now, with this card, health could also become a little bit of an issue for you, Capricorn. Okay, so take care of your health because it could mean a long term illness that will require an extended period of recovery for someone who is even connected to you or is important. So it might not necessarily be you, but it could be somebody in your life who is very close to you who could have issues with their health as well. Okay, so this kind of a situation, Capricorn, I would say would create a little bit of ghostly feelings. Okay, that's like I explained to you, it's because of the transformation that now needs to happen. Um, so you have to be a little bit more careful with what resources you have, what you're going to share, because everything that you will be doing or you want to do, guys, is going to create some amount of difficulty for you in your thought process more so. Like I said, it's like you're not getting hold of the entire picture. What you want, really, how you want it, but you want a change in your life, but you're not sure. So, all these kind of situations will come up during this period in time. So, with this card, guys, they are telling you patience and planning. So, see, this is what where the story is. This is card number 7, which is the chariot energy. So, what basically the message over here, guys, is that if you want to move, because you need a change, whatever that change, whatever that situation you're going through, that is giving you so much of problems, which will end once you can go into that state of transformation and end that story, for you to move forward. But you need to have a lot of patience. You need to have a lot of patience to plan your situation well, because until you can clear this part of the story, Capricorn, you will not be able to really move forward. But yes, when it comes to patience and planning, have a lot of patience in yourself. Don't get upset, because you might find it, like I told you, that all your plans that you probably have made, or whatever that you're looking forward to at this point, might not start happening right away. You know what I mean? So you need a lot of patience in yourself, Capricorn, at this point in time, more so, to actually work with yourself, with your energy, and with your mental energy more so. Mental energy is a big part of the story in here. Now, the next Akashic record is card number 18, or Up in the Air, which has come to me in the reverse. So, what they are saying is that as soon as you can clear yourself, you will understand the whole thing for yourself. Because a situation, with this card, they're saying that a situation that you could not understand before will settle down eventually. And you will learn to see things more clearly. Okay? And you can finally enter the picture and bring more influence in that situation by yourself. Because you will be able to participate in that story to understand it better. Okay? Because somewhere, guys, you have been holding some kind of trust in that situation. Okay? So now you can understand the situation more fully and act on it with purpose. So they are saying, have your patience to plan, because sooner or later you will get a hold of that situation that you probably have been worried about. You were not getting the clear picture, you were not understanding what the story is, and that probably is like you did not know how you can really move forward. But that situation will kind of settle down as the month progresses, which will again ignite your passion into that situation to participate totally and act upon the situation that I just told you, which earlier you probably could not do. You will start, because a passion will ignite, and you will start to understand the situation better, and that will enable you to participate in that situation and plan that situation with a lot of patience. But all this will happen, Capricorn, once you can clear this 8th house, or endings and beginnings, with this transformation that is going on or will go on. Okay? So hold your horses, guys. Hold your horses. It's going to take you a minute here, a minute there. But as soon as you learn about that situation, as soon as you can clearly gather your wits around that situation, you will be able to act upon that situation with a lot of passion. That will come to you automatically, is also what I'm getting. Okay, but all this is going to take you a minute before you can finally clear this stage of transformation and move forward. Okay, now the next part of the story is discovery. See, your intention is to find your true north or your higher purpose, or whatever that in life that you are trying to find a change. Okay, your intention is to find a change, and with it you get card number 7, or triumph, which is the chariot energy. And the moment you find it, the moment you get that route clear, the moment you get that road, the moment you can see through that distance, you will be able to change your direction to move towards it. Okay, so this is going to come to you, but before, like I said, before it comes to you, and this will happen only once you understand that situation to participate, because when you understand what is that situation for people, it's different for everybody. So I'm not going into the situation. What I'm trying to say is, whatever is keeping you in that nine of sword energy, guys, that situation will finally clear up, but you need to have a lot of patience to plan yourself well, because like I said, once you understand that situation, you will be able to participate, and once you discover that change that has been created with your understanding, you will be able to move forward. Your direction, like the chariot, will change quickly. Okay, now with your wisdom, it's telling you breathe. See, they're asking you to have a lot of patience during this 1 month period, because a lot of things are troubling you. Maybe a lot of you guys are stressed, maybe a lot of you guys are under a lot of tension. So they're asking you to breathe. Take your time, guys, breathe. Because see, card number 2, mental conflict. There is a lot of, like the 9 of sword, mental conflict. It's like the 2 of sword energy, which, because a point will come during this month, guys, where you will have to take a decision with the 2 of sword. Okay, because it could be that whatever you're trying to move forward to depends on your choice and option towards that certain situation that you will be participating. But there is a possibility that when the movement happens, you might want to take your time to decide right, because if you decide anything wrong, that could lead you in a totally different direction. Okay, so you got the 2 of sword here, which is telling you that you will need to take your time on this decision of your life. It's more of a mental situation, guys. Okay, you will need to take your time with regards to this decision. And once you take that decision, that's when you will be able to really move yourself in the right possible way as well. Okay, so like I said, things will change. Things will change, things will open up for you. You will come to a point of knowing that for yourself, Capricorn. But at this moment, guys, at this moment, in the month of December, you will definitely be going through some amount of mental conflict situation. And what I'm getting is, from the 9 of sword to the 2 of sword, kind of an energy, you will clear up a lot of your issues, but then you will get stuck again at certain point where you will not know whether you should move forward, you shouldn't move forward. There could be a possibility of that kind of a situation again turning for you. Okay, so if that happens, guys, take your time, breathe, meditate, just be in solitude to take the right call on this, because this 2 of sword energy is a very difficult energy to handle, because if you take a wrong, or if you make a wrong choice, you will get stuck forever. But if you make the right choice, the universe will clear your road for you to whatever that discovery or the change that you are looking for yourself at this point in time. Okay, so this is where the story is. Now, the bottom of the card, the bottom of the deck for the astrological part of the story is part of fortune increase, or card number 45. Okay, which is a good card because it talks about the Ten of Pentacles. So it also could be that some of you guys are worried about your money. Some of you guys are worried about your home, your job situation, anything which concerns your family life, which concerns your monetary benefits, your resources. You know, the Ten of Pentacles, where you will become lucky, you become fortunate. This is also a very karmic kind of a trigger card with your destiny and fate as well. Okay, so what they're saying, guys, is just have patience. Things will all come together. Things will all settle down, but you need to be very, very careful with your words and actions at this point, because in certain situation you might just lose your temper. You might just feel your energy level is very low. You might just be, in that very dark kind of an energetic vibration in yourself as well, is also what I'm getting, guys. Okay, so be very careful because something is troubling you a lot, like I told you, but at the same time, this is the period. This is the period that you'll be going through. It will all settle down. It's only a matter of time for you. The bottom of the Akashic deck is card number 8, or Archangel Raphael. Now, this is a beautiful card because with this card, the Archangel Raphael, guys, is the card where you will have friend in the form of this angel. Okay, you could also have people helping you a lot through your great achievement, for your great achievement in your personal life. And Archangel Raphael is opening that door towards your personal achievement in here. Okay, so there could be a lot of renewal, could be a lot of reuniting with family members, could be a lot of healing of a physical condition. Like I told you, that some of you guys could be going through that kind of a situation as well. Okay, but whoever is coming into your life in the guise of a human being will be in the form of this Archangel Raphael, who will be able to guide you to your personal achievement, give you the motivation, take you through this difficult period in your life at this point, Capricorn. The bottom of the deck for the quantum oracle, guys, is Spirit. See, you got family, friends, and guide. So there are a lot of good people around you. With Archangel Raphael showing up, there will be good people around you, people who will come forward in your collective to help you, to make you feel better, to give you motivation, to give you that sense of your personal achievement, that you can do it, that kind of a situation. So you have a lot of spiritual part of the story as well with yourself, Capricorn, because you will be attracting those kind of people in your life, good people, people who will be able to be a part of your life as well. The bottom of the deck for your wisdom oracle says poised. So what they are saying, guys, is once you cross this period, once you are done with this period, get ready for a good stuff in your life. Happy, happy. Look, okay, so get ready for something good that's coming up at this point in your wisdom. But in the month of December, you have to be very, very careful, like I told you at this point. Now, the bottom of this deck is card number 5, or wisdom, which is again talking about learning lessons in your life that you will be learning or you have already learned, Capricorn, which is going to grow, which is going to become your wisdom. You will see that for yourself, how it becomes your wisdom, what you can do, because, see, we all have to learn some kind of lesson before we become wise. Okay, so for you, it is the same story here, Capricorn. For people, my spirit is tapping into for me at this point where I'm channeling the energies real time with you. Okay, so yes, so you will get a lot of help. You will get good people in your life. You will get very helpful people with you, Capricorn, but you have to also maintain that decorum in yourself, Capricorn, which is very important at this point in time. Okay? Be very calm, be very patient, cool, compose, because you will go through this period of a little bit of mental difficulty that's going to kind of that's kind of troubling. That's going to kind of trouble you a little bit. Okay, now let's get into the tarot part of this story. I'm going to check the energies and delve into the energies more so for you, so that we know the full story in here for you, Capricorn. Okay, but once this period goes by, you will be okay, Capricorn, is also what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at the 8th house, ending and beginning, and patience and planning for you. Let's look at that. So they are saying that don't get upset now. Don't get upset, Capricorn. Hold on to yourself. You will get the opportunity to move or change the direction in your life to whatever you're looking for. Okay? But don't get upset. So with that 8th house, ending and beginning of this transformation and patience and planning, you got 2 of Pentacles, see? So they are telling you, you have to balance everything in your life very well now, Capricorn. That's you here, by the way. Either that, or perhaps you're trying to merge 2 situations together, or merge with somebody over here with whatever you have and whatever the other person have, to build a better life for yourself. That also is for probability with some people. With some, it could mean that you have to learn to take care of your priorities now, Capricorn. Whatever is essential at this point, could be your money, more so, could be your finances, is what I'm getting more. You have to be very, very careful with regards to your financial part of the story, your dealings with finances. You have to learn to balance your debit and credit well. Because Christmas is coming, so people can get a little bit more flamboyant with their spending part of the story as well. So watch out for all that. Balance yourself well. Pay attention to your priorities in life, what you actually need and what you don't need at this moment. And for some other people, like I said, it also could mean that you have to balance yourself well with your own resources before you can, start merging with a situation that you want to merge yourself with. So it could be anything for anyone. But everything, calculate your stuff very well, Capricorn. Pay attention to all your finances, with your money more so. So be very calculative. Don't just, somebody tells you something and you want to rush and do that. Don't do that. So this is where they are telling you, take care of your own self, your own resources, because that is where probably you're also worried about the fact of your monetary part of the story for some people. Okay, when you now definitely want a change with a better planning to get your monetary stuff in order. But what they're also telling you is balance your priorities now very, very well so that you know what you own, because you will have to lay the foundations for yourself, what you own for yourself, what you have for yourself, how much do you have in your pocket, after which you can decide what needs to be given and what needs to be taken back. But at this moment, pay attention to what you have. That is important for you. Let's look at the situation up in the air in the reverse and passion ignited. But be very calculative with your spending part of the story, Capricorn. Okay, let's look up in the air in the reverse and passion ignited here. Let's see what is coming up for you. Because this situation, like I said, it could be a situation for some people with regards to monetary debts, if you have anything. So that is what they're saying, that, calculate, pay attention very, very closely, and understand your finances well at this point. Up in the air, the reverse and passion ignited, please. Because you might have those moments of uneasiness with your monetary part of the story. Okay? Now with up in the air, in the reverse and passion ignited, you get the Fool. So there is something very new. That's what I told you, Capricorn, for which or you have you will be kind of doing your introspection on the story before you move forward in here or take that leap of faith. So you have to understand the full situation here before you can move forward towards whatever that particular change in your life is calling you for. Okay, so you have to pay very close attention to all the details, is also what I'm getting. You have to pay very close attention, because just because your passion is ignited, don't rush forward. Pay very, very close attention to all the details before you can trust that particular situation and then participate in it. Remember, that's what I told you. Okay, so, but be like this is the start of something new, definitely. But again, be very observant about the situation that you will be participating in a totally fresh way or in a complete new way. Okay, let's look at your intention and the Triumph card over here. Because you definitely want, like I said, you definitely want the change and you definitely want to move forward. But what they're also telling you is pay very close attention to your own resources, understand yourself better, know what you have, what you own, before you jump into that new situation or before you jump to participate in something that you really want to. Okay. Now with intention and triumph, guys, you get the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. That's you, Capricorn. So there could be a lot of communication that's coming up in here, guys. Okay, lot of planning and lot of communication very quickly. With the Chariot and the Knight of Swords, this new discovery will be very quick for you, whatever that you are looking at, you know. From probably from a past situation where things had not been right, where you will uncover some kind of secret or discover some kind of secret from the past that happened and why it happened. And once that happens, you will be able to plan very, very quickly and unemotionally, is also what I'm getting, cutting through all the barriers with your talking, with your communication. So, which means whatever you have to tell somebody, you will be telling them, because with the King of Pentacles, guys, you are coming to the place of bringing back your health and your wealth and your vitality. So there is a lot of power that's going to step back into your life, Capricorn, which will allow you to talk, which will allow you to move, which will allow you to do things that you want to really do. Okay? Because a lot of confidence about your own discovery. Maybe some of you guys will discover your own confidence back, your own health back, your own wealth back, which will permit you to open your door to the communication or to a kind of action plan that you are possibly getting ready for at this point, and it will be a very quick energy from here onwards for yourself to whatever you're looking at, Capricorn. Okay, let's look at breathe and mental conflict here. So that's what I told you. Situation will settle down. You just need to pay attention in the beginning of the month, more so I would say, maybe till the middle of the month of December. This situation will be a little bit kind of troubling you, after which you will find that the situation that kept you up and given you all those situational problems will eventually settle down, So with breathing and mental conflict, you get the Six of Swords. So what they're saying is, whenever you're getting stuck in your Two of Swords energy, please try to move. Please try to move from that energy. Don't sit in that energy, but, because take a decision in the right way towards your end purpose, towards your peace, towards your harmony, towards your situation. It also could be that some of you guys are actually planning to move, like a trip. For some of you, I'm even getting that. Maybe that could be the conversation that you will have with somebody here, where you want to begin something fresh in your life and moving forward. But there is going to be some amount of conflict in yourself before you can eventually do that, Capricorn. But what they're saying is, don't get stuck in the Two of Swords energy. Wherever that hits you, you will be able to clear it if you can move through this change in the right way for yourself, Capricorn. The bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. Yeah, see, this is a very, very alert, determined kind of a personality. For some, it also could mean that you guys are getting the help of a legal person, could be a tax accountant for your money purpose, could be a cop, that kind, could be a judge, lawyer, anything to change your will, to change your destiny in your life by moving from a particular situation towards your own happiness. For some, I'm even getting that. Okay, so whatever it is, guys, there's a lot of mental situation here. With the King of Swords will, of course, be helping you. It could be a friend, like I said. You're getting a lot of good friends in your life who will eventually step in to help you plan your course of action and plan to move you or whatever you're trying to do here, Capricorn. Okay, so it also could be that somebody in your life is going to step up and help you, give you the direction, towards this fresh new situation that you are trying to inculcate in your life at this point in time, Capricorn. It also could be that. And once you can do that, there is a lot of power, there is a lot of destiny and fate, which is also going to change with the Wheel of Fortune. That's also going to bring you back your luck and your health, wealth, and vitality as well. Okay? Now let's look at the Two of Pentacles. I want to see what the intuitive oracle has to say about the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah. See, crossroad. So in the beginning, guys, this is where you will have to take a decision whether you want to move or not. But if you move, it's going to be for your betterment. That is also true. Okay, and somebody will come in and help you to achieve that as well, is also what I'm getting for some people. Because it could be a possibility that you will be stuck in that Two of Sword energy, not knowing if you are ready enough to move towards your own change. Okay, so in the beginning of the month, guys, this is where the crossroad is. This is what you need to balance. Whether you want, giving yourself that free will of doing it or not doing it. You will have the choice, the option to decide. But do it after you weigh the pros and cons in your life, Capricorn, in the right way. In the right way is also what they are telling you. Let's look at the Fool card here. So, you will get that opportunity to move from the crossroad, but in the beginning of the month, the crossroad will seem a little bit tedious, I would say, for you. So make your, and this is all up to you. All up to your free will with the Nine of Sword energy, patience and planning. It's your free will if you really want to move or not move. It's your free will too. Let's look at the Fool card here. Whether you will take an offer, whether you will go there, whether you will do it, whether you don't want to do it, it all depends on you, but you have to balance yourself well in order to establish that free will, weighing the options to decide and make the right decision and the choice. Okay, with the Fool card, you got the book. So they're saying that up in the air in the reverse, there had been a lot of things that you haven't known. You probably still don't know the whole story, okay? But you will, before you begin this journey of your life or the change, please understand the complete story here. Because it's a possibility, guys, that your passion will be very high and you will immediately want to start this whole story. But they're saying what here is before you take that leap of faith, understand the whole story completely, because some of the situation may still be a secret for you. You may still probably not know it completely. Okay, so whatever that is for each person. So be very knowledgeable. That's what they're saying. Be very knowledgeable while you're taking that leap of faith. Understand the whole thing, know the full story, get into the bottom of it, and then decide whether you really want to go forward or you do not want to go forward. Because you definitely want to start something, but they're saying this is kind of a warning. They're saying that yes, it's okay, but be very, very knowledgeable about the situation in your life, okay? Now let's look at the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So there is something that you will probably have to kind of dig out. Okay, so pay attention to that story of digging out or whatever that you need to do. With the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, you got the third person. So there could be people in your life, guys, with whom you might have that conversation. People who have been interfering in your life and not allowing you to move properly, or not giving you the complete story or the complete picture of some situation in your life, guys. Okay? Because you definitely want to move, Capricorn, but like I said, the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, you will take action on this. On people who are not your friends, on people who are troublemakers, the third person, on people who are coming from somewhere else with somebody else's influence, an outside party. You will be able to fight that energy off, as you learn about this story more so before you take that leap of faith. So you will understand it as you dig deeper. You will get to know more of that story in your life, whatever that is, Capricorn, for you. But at the same point, there are outside influences who might come in and stop you, who might not want you to move towards this new beginning. So be very careful about this as you are learning about that situation that you now want to move in, as well is also what I'm getting. Let's look at the Six of Swords. But here it is, guys. With the Six of Swords, you get the anchor or stability. So what they are saying here, guys, a very solid foundation of being very stable. If you move, wherever you're doing and whatever you're moving to, it will only bring you back your health, wealth, vitality, but it will also bring you back your stability. You will become much more solid with your secure. You'll feel more secured. Your willpower will be more. You will have a lot of endurance in your life. So whatever that movement will create is a stability factor for you. Okay, but there will be some kind of an issue here, especially with the third person I'm getting. People from outside sources, whoever it is, will be involved, will come in your way, will step in your road and prevent you from moving. So you have to be very careful to fight that energy because, like I said, you have to learn deeper about the situation you're moving into. Have that complete faith and trust in your willpower, in yourself. Give yourself that free will to understand the situation where you're trying to move yourself into, to start fresh while taking care of the situation here. But if you can clear this part of the story, Capricorn, and if you can move, it's only going to do you great. It's only going to give you back your good fortune, for sure. The bottom of the deck is Mercury of Gods or the Magician. So there is a lot of, there will be a lot of communication with somebody here. There will be a lot of communication. There will be a lot of processes, resourceful communication. Where you will be inspired to take the right action as the Magician, where your thought will be the Mercury in the mind, where your mind will become more clearer as the month goes by, is what I told you right in the beginning. Okay, that your mind will become more clear towards the end of the month, as you move through this period of this kind of a situation for yourself, Capricorn. But it's going to be a lot of communication you will have, and your mind will become very, very sharp and clear towards the end of December from all this kind of situation. Because what I'm also getting, guys, is once you're able to fight off this third person kind of an energy here, you will be able to clear your mind a lot. Okay, you will, because the Knight of Sword is very unemotional kind of a personality. You know, can call a spade, doesn't care. So if you have that kind of personality, Capricorn, or somebody in your life has that, that will only bring you back your good fortune, because you definitely have good people in your life who will probably step in to help you to move through this kind of a situation into a more solid and stable foundation in your life, is also what I'm getting, Capricorn. Okay, now let's look at the Wisdom Oracle here to see what the Wisdom Oracle has to say. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for you, but like I said, if you know to get your way through in the right way, you will be able to do it, Capricorn. Because you definitely want that change. You definitely, 100% you want that change in your life, okay? Let's look at the road or the crossroad here. So you have options in your life. You definitely have or will have options. Bittersweet. See, there could be a conflict here. There could be a conflict here in yourself more so. Okay, when you will have to be very, very observant of the situation, because there will be some kind of a conflict with people or in yourself, external or internal. Let's look at the book. That's why you have to be very knowledgeable with regards to your decision at this point, Capricorn. Just don't go with the passion. That's what they are saying. Learn more about it. Understand more about the situation before you can eventually, because you might be fighting through this, like I said, the bittersweet with the Nine of Swords. You know, sometimes you will be feeling good, sometimes you will be feeling like really very bitter with life in general because of the situation here, okay? Let's look at the book in here. So that's why you have to be very, very knowledgeable about your own situation as well, what you want in your life. Do a thorough research. Know for sure where you're going, what you're working towards, to begin that story fresh in your life. You know, whatever you're planning in your life, guys. Rejection and complacency. So, there is a story of, it's kind of a fear situation too, I'm getting. You know, where you probably have earlier been rejected by somebody or in some situation, which is where you were too complacent with whatever you had in life because you did not want that rejection. You did not want to face that rejection. And that is where you have to study yourself well to perfect that situation here. Which is something very fresh you want to start again. So some of you guys could be feeling that you're probably feeling scared of being rejected with something or some situation in your life, but what they're saying is that's where before you actually jump into anything, look into yourself very closely, Capricorn. Look into yourself very closely because it's important, because you are definitely in that state of mind. Or for some people, it also could be that you're rejecting that factor of being complacent and you want to move. It also could be that for some people as well. Okay, let's look at the third person. So it could be anything. Either you are scared of moving As you understand, you want to leap in and participate in it. Or for some people, it could be that you have been earlier rejected and you have become complacent and you don't want to get hurt again, and you could be sitting quietly. But whatever that situation is, guys, study that very, very thoroughly. Study that very thoroughly before you jump into the passion of that situation in here. Okay, with the third party, you get facade. Yeah, see, there has been a lot of facade. People have cheated one another. There has been a lot of deceit, gossip at the end. These guys might have been gossiping about you. They might have been talking behind your back. That's where probably you want to walk away from that situation. You don't want those people around you anymore. And you want to create that change in your life now. Because this third person or third party situation has created a lot of barriers for you as well, Capricorn, where they have probably blocked you, or they have kind of made you feel guilty about something, or has backstabbed you or deceived you in some way. Okay, but the facade very much has to go, and that will go because you will be able to get rid of those people who are not the right people in your life, Capricorn. Okay, let's look at the anchor, because there has been people in your life who has been giving you a hard time, is also what I'm getting for some of you guys. And because of that, you also want to change. You just want to move away from those narcissist kind of behavioral pattern. You know, people who have really not done you very good. And you really want to take a leap of faith and move into a good situation, into a new situation, which will make you feel stable and happy and comfortable and more in an advantageous position. Okay, with anchor you get renewal. Okay, so there is a change coming. That's what I told you. With the Nine of Swords, the transformation is going to happen throughout the month of throughout the month of December, guys. Okay, and the bottom you get is discovery. Okay, so you will discover the intention of discovery. You will discover your own enlightenment in days to come, people. And that's going to create your renewal part of the story as well for you, Capricorn, because definitely you will discover your true north. But like I said, the earlier part of the story is going to give you a little bit of an issue as you move through this situation towards the end of the month of December. Okay, so this transformation will start from the beginning of the month. For some, it possibly could have already started. For some, it might be in the way. But whatever the situation is, that transformation will be on throughout the period of December for you, Capricorn. Okay? And once you clear that facade, once you clear this area, the whole story changes for you. The whole story will change for you. So you have to be very patient. You have to be very, very patient with regards to even your planning at this point. That's why in the first part of the story, they have already told you that. Okay, so be very careful about this. Let me check another layer here so that we know a little bit more before we wind up this reading, guys. What do you have to say about the bittersweet here? You get offer, crossroad, and separation. Yeah, there has been, this crossroad is also because of some kind of an offer that you wanted to pick up, but you could not pick up, Capricorn. And there has been a separation because of the crossroad. So that's where you have to be very careful. Okay, the offer got stuck because you could not give your free will towards the story. And that's why there is a broken heart for some people as well. You guys have not been able to connect with one another or connect with a situation that earlier created a lot of sorrow and pain in your life. Let's look at rejection and complacency here. Like I said, some of you guys could be okay with that rejection. You said okay, but again, like I said, some of you people might be rejecting that complacency now and to take action on that situation here. It could be anything for anyone here. With rejection, you get self-worth, healing, and nostalgia. Yeah, definitely. You're coming back to the point of healing yourself, Capricorn, from a difficult area of your life where, like I said, where there has been past memories, where there has been past grief, where your self-worth was not there completely because, because you have not healed, which is where the complacency had come into the picture, which is where you need to study yourself very closely and understand the situation before you begin and take that leap of faith in here, guys, because your self-worth and healing is the part of the story that you will be doing as well as you're traveling from one to the other part of the month in here. Okay, let's look at the facade here. It also could be a complete new situation that is coming up for some of you guys. It also could be that. With the facade, you get ascending and patience. Yeah. See, you're moving out. You're moving out of this bad situation of gossip, trickery, deceit, facade, whatever, the mask. With patience, you will be learning to do that because you are moving out, you're ascending. You're moving out, it's like the Six of Swords energy. You're moving out, at least mentally, you are moving out of that situation, people. You don't want to talk to those people. You don't want to be with them. Guys, people who have created trouble in your life or people who have been a bad influence in your life, whoever those guys are and is, so you will 100% with the Knight of Swords energy and the Chariot energy, you will discover your road in the right way, Capricorn. Let's look at the renewal part of the story. Mask, yeah, see, something with the facade and the mask, something has been very deceptive here. Very, very deceptive. That with your pride and ego, there's a pride and ego. You have observed the third party here. Look, yeah. So for some people, guys, it also could be for some people that you were still holding on to this third party kind of a situation was because of your pride and ego. Capricorn, you were not being able to give up those people because they possibly have been bad and you knew about it, but you were still holding on, wearing that mask, which is what you're taking away off. That's your renewal. You're taking it off and you're moving out of that situation, We are moving out of that situation because there has been a lot of problem here. And maybe it was your pride and ego that you have not been able to talk about it to other people, or you have not been able to communicate about the situation to other people is also a possibility, So you have been kind of holding those people in your life, knowing very well that they are not bringing in any good result for yourself. And now you are in the process of removing your pride and ego, removing that mask off from your face in order to face your right and higher purpose in life, Capricorn. Okay? You're coming to the point. All right, let's look at the final message before I completely wind up the reading. What does my spirit have to say as a final message to this reading in here? And it's also because of this third party situation, guys, that some of you might be having a very hard time, like I told you before, in having a very hard time in moving out of this area of your life because you're scared that if you take that plunge, this situation here, these people will jump on you. It also could be that, and you were like, oh my God, how can I do that? But all that situation is coming to an end because you will be able to take the right call on this, Capricorn. So the final message is the wheel and the world. Look, things are going to change for you, Capricorn. And you got the 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's what I told you. That's, where was it? The 10 of Pentacles? Yeah. Things are going to change. You will be getting more wiser as you move through the month towards your own understanding of the wheel and the world, where you will change and bring back your good luck, your joy and celebration, and everything else that earlier you had not been able to work with. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is the 10 of Cups. That's the 10 of Cups. That is what you're balancing from a very fearful situation with the King of Cups and the King of Wands. With your emotions and your passion, you're kind of balancing your fear, your understanding, your fear situation of your terror or dread or anything that had been holding you in a place from where you now want to really take a call to change yourself and change your situation. Okay, so enjoy this reading, Capricorn. We meet again in January. Until then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz.